Hello, everybody. The first thing we should do is realize that we have a man up here, Sal, who's running for mayor, who has an ability and has in his heart and in his mind an appreciation for the animal welfare issues that we all believe are important. The other issues he raised today are so crucial to having a society that's capable of being sensitive to the animal issues. And he speaks as someone who has experience, and I know that because I've heard politicians all my life, and he's not putting words together about these animals and the conditions that they're in, and inexpensive, efficient, sensible reforms that aren't going to break the city, but just need to be higher up on the city's priority list. And Sal spoke about all of those ways, and being on the city council in this city for 15 years, I think it was, you could tell, or I could tell, the way he spoke was not because Rob had given him a list of things to mention today. My name is Thom Page. I'm an attorney up in Connecticut, although I'm here in the city about every other month. I represent dogs on death row probably more than anything else in my animal welfare work, which is about 70% of my practice. And I met Rob and everyone else coming down here because my partner Richard Rosenthal and I brought a suit against the Department of Health and Animal Care and Control last summer. And as some of you may know, that suit was terminated in November because we were able to save the dog who was the main plaintiff, or the plaintiff, her owner, his owners. And we always approach all of our litigation that the animal comes first, and this was an opportunity to be able to save Caesar, and it's worked out, and it's been wonderful that it's been able to do that way. The suit died, and we have been reformulating the suit, and the suit can only be brought by people who own dogs, because only people can be plaintiffs. But as many of you know, and as Sal has told you earlier today, the shelters in New York City are a cesspool that lead to incredible disease and death of these animals. And our suit before and again, which we're going to be bringing in the next couple months, is based on challenging the conditions of care in the shelters in New York. And that is an issue of overwhelmingly why most of the animals in the shelters in the ACC runs die. As you all know, kennel cough is an airborne disease. They don't have quarantine areas for dogs that are infected. Infected dogs infect other dogs. It leads to pneumonia. Approximately 8,000 dogs a year die in the city shelters because they don't want to spend and prioritize the money to put in simple air conditioning systems and medical treatments that will enable these dogs to live. And they're not going to change that until they're forced to. And unfortunately, they're not going to do that until somebody like me sues them, and or Sal becomes mayor and legislates the change. So between one of the two, we're going to get the changes that we're looking for. It's going to be a long battle. You'll all know about it because Rob will help me to let you all follow when we bring the suit and what happens. The city administration put up an incredible affront against us last time. They will again. We're going to use rescue organizations as our plaintiffs this time around. It will defeat the city's ability to quash and terminate our suit like they did last time. So we're very hopeful, we're very excited. It's an ability to represent technically dog owners whose dogs are suffering in the shelters, but then it will be able to then represent and protect the strays, who we all know are the overwhelming number of dogs in the shelters, are not owned by people but are strays. That creates a terrific problem for my work as a litigator trying to bring lawsuits, because I have to bring them on behalf of owners, and strays don't have owners. So I'll close by saying what I say to a lot of people all the time. everybody who's here today can do something. They can post, they can take some bones to a shelter, they can write a check, particularly to Sal, they can help out a rescue. I don't expect anybody to do anything more than what they can do for these animals. They can buy a plane ticket and come from Holland. And she is an inspiration to everybody who knows her. Mary has, who just spoke, is really, really a dedicated, moving person. And if we all do what we can, I know this world will be better. Thank you.